college football season and the games are getting more intense. It's the Kennesaw State Owls and the Delaware Blue Hen. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Delaware's head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Blue Hen is ready to kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense has the ball first today. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Headed outside, it's Morgan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Owls in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's a welcome sight for this defense, man. You got 4 sacks last week. They talked about it. Getting to the quarterback, pressuring him, making him feel uncomfortable. To do it on the first drive, to set the tone, to show him we're coming just like we were last week. It's a good start by this defense.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Delaware's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The run inside. It's Morgan. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Let's talk for just a second about Kennesaw State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And they got it.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home, gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to it. Might have a chance. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
I mean, what a huge gain for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Silver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on 1st down. Slings it downfield. That's caught. It's Morgan. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, He was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They go right back to him. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Running inside, it's Morgan. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Morgan. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this QB already in the 1st quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll take it on the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try to capitalize on this field position.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. In the red area, it's Silver. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to pull his way in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on fourth down. Wide out trying to get it in. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Off the play fake. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Look out, he's got room. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Delaware sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Reese?
Okay, Holly. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, you got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looking to throw on third. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the fourth sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ellison. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
Conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
The run inside. It's Ellison. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point.
He lets one fly deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. He's got great speed. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware! They are seizing control and taking away home as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. What a play by this defense with the picks.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Number 39, set to advance on the phone.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. There's some room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Kennesaw State right back to work.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Myers on the move, and it's his 4th interception of the game. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield very late in the half. With the catch, it's Bowman. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw it again. Complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And in this offense, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the Blue Hens can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Complete in the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Number 39, set to kick it off.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Middle Tennessee State taking on the FIU Panthers. And it's the Blue Raiders on top in a game most people didn't give them a chance in. But this team remains steadfast all week, and their belief is paying off. Now over to your game inside Delaware Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the Blue Hens head coach at the half. He loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Ellison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Bowman. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Running inside. It's Ellison.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finds his man. It's Bowman. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ellison. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. And he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
The Blue Hens are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Gets the back moving from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Set to kick this one.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Booker. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Quickly complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
He'll try it again. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bears the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Can they catch it? Touchdown, Delaware. Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely... You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground, and he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. That last drive was along with Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. rides to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ellison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Blue Hens look to keep this drive humming. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. The snap sets up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Silver. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. As we're working our way into the back half of the season, here's the Heisman Trophy race and some of the candidates, including the guy that we've seen today. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The run inside. It's Silver. Maybe a crease. He's at the 40. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Delaware. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complimentary game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house.
Number 39, set to kick off.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. To throw, it's Harrison. gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Running inside. It's Woods. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch around the 50. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Silver. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his off.
Got a little grass. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. The run inside. It's Woods. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to get...
Snags it, and there's running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets a block. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Running inside, it's Roberts. Here's a little room there. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. There he goes. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Number 39, set to advance on the football.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Here on the Owls sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. To the air, it's Harrison. On target. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.